How do you know that you're right? How do you know that all the allegations that you're making are true?
How do I know that they're true? Well, we showed you guys what was happening, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own analysis.
We're coming so we can make our own analysis. Are you 100% sure you're true?
Yeah, I am 100% sure I'm true.
That was conservative YouTuber Nick Shirley. His viral video where he's going door to door at daycares in the Minneapolis area and saying that he's uncovering massive amounts of fraud at Somali-run daycares has exploded on social media. Elon Musk retweeted the video. J.D. Vance retweeted the video. CNN is looking into Shirley's claims. This idea of fraud in Minnesota, though, is not new. In fact, for many, many years, the Department of Justice has been prosecuting cases against dozens of defendants, many of whom are concentrated in the Somali American community here in the Minneapolis area. Some of those cases actually began under Biden's DOJ in 2022 for a various list of different types of frauds. And so far, there have been at least 80 people indicted, at least 56 convictions. Attorney General Pam Bondi responded to the Shirley video, as did the FBI Director Kash Patel. Both of them say federal law enforcement has been all over this from the beginning and has secured many indictments. Further, this has become a major political headache for Governor Tim Walz because Republicans here in Minnesota say he is ultimately responsible for these fraud issues, for not doing enough to have an adequate level of accountability. Governor Walz says that he has done a lot. He's shut down one program. He's established a program integrity director. He says that he is doing what he can to try to root out this fraud. How do you know that you're right? How do you know that all the allegations that you're making are true?
A viral video bringing a national spotlight to taxpayer-funded daycare centers in Minnesota.
Learning Center, I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
Allegations they were collecting tax dollars but not actually operating, being met with pushback. One daycare center manager calling the video dishonest.
We're open Mondays through Thursdays, 2 to 10 p.m. He was here earlier. I don't see him right now. We're open. We've been open. We haven't closed. We've been open for eight and a half years now. We haven't closed once during that period.
State officials acknowledging some daycare centers had been shut down, but most named in the video had been recently visited and found to be in compliance. Still, the Department of Homeland Security this week sent agents to investigate alleged fraudulent businesses following an announcement from the Justice Department about multiple charges in a Minnesota fraud scheme linked to a publicly funded program designed to help those with autism. One woman charged had also been charged in an earlier fraud scheme with Feeding Our Future, described by the Biden Justice Department as the largest pandemic fraud scheme in the United States. Attorney General Pam Bondi also weighing in, posting that of the 98 individuals charged in recent months, 85 are of Somali descent. Minnesota Congressman Tom Emmer posting, Somali Americans who committed fraud should have their citizenship revoked and be deported. Also calling on Governor Tim Walz to resign.
Tim Walz and our former colleague, who's now our Attorney General, Keith Ellison, have looked the other way for 7 years and allowed billions of dollars of Minnesota taxpayer money to be bilked out of Minnesota.
Governor Walz for months has insisted he's been cracking down on the fraud. A spokesperson telling Fox News this week he has strengthened oversight, including launching investigations into these specific facilities, one of which was already closed. The Small Business Administration has just announced a pause in money to the state of Minnesota while claims of fraud are investigated. And multiple Republican lawmakers have already started new or expanded investigations into fraud in Minnesota from Capitol Hill. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.